Hello. Alrighty, so today we are going to be becoming magical. So I have been just dying to draw my Mimic as a magical character, a magical girl. And so today this is the sketch. We're going to be working on this. The magical Mimic. I don't know if I'll have enough time to finish it entirely, but I figure we can do like we did last time and just, hang out, chat. I don't know how many layers we're going to end with. But I'm pretty happy with the sketch. I did do this quick sketch before starting the stream. I'm pretty happy with it. It is very, very messy, as you can tell. But I think it's gonna turn out pretty alright. And of course, I'm still figuring out the colors, the color scheme of everything, but this is the general vibe. We want the vibe to definitely be magical, cute, just, bubbly, that sort of thing. Y'all know what magical girls are. Come on now. So we're gonna get rid of all this extra information, all this noise. And we're gonna go ahead and lock in on my favorite part, doing the line art. Let me find the pen that I want to use. I don't know if y'all like to use certain pens or get locked in on, certain artists. I used to, and I still do just a little bit, but I used to obsess over the kinds of pens I find other artists using. And think, if I get the pen that they're using, like the digital pen, then that will transform my art. That's gonna do it. This sketch might be a little too messy, actually. We're just gonna go for it. We're gonna do our best. We're going to do our best. I'm going to have my reference images pulled up just in case. Just in case I start to lose sight of what we're supposed to look like. We got to stay on model, because I would definitely love to animate this. Let's see. We've got the background music once more by Mikel. I hope I'm saying that right. I love Pokemon and I love this album, so y'all please check it out for sure. It's Pokey and Chill. So definitely check it out. Smaller. Also, forgive me if you hear me and I sound a bit stuffy. I have been a little bit under the weather, so I might have the sniffles. I'm not a big fan of sniffling into the mic, or like those sounds in general. So if I do make, I'm gonna try and mute my mic as best as possible, because like I said, I'm not feeling super great. But I did still want to get on here and do a quick stream and show everybody what I'm working on. So just know I'm doing this for y'all, doing this for you guys. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I can't remember how I drew this bow. I think that's cute. And then we just get rid of the extra. I'm feeling much better about the stream this time. I feel like I got it up and running a whole lot easier the second time around than when I was fighting with it the first time. So yay, we're making progress. We are learning. I might make another layer already. Ooh, I like that actually. Let's see if I can replicate that effect. Like flaps. You know what? I kind of like it. We're gonna keep it. Might as well clean it up now. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna mute my mic. I have to sneeze. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay, false alarm. I guess I didn't have to sneeze. All right. We're good. We're back. Hopefully that doesn't happen too often. I kind of wish I did sneeze, because now it's just like, I know it's there in the back of my mind. The sneeze is gonna sneak up on me, I know it is. Let's see what it looks like without the lines. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna go ahead and just focus on the face right now, I think. Can make the eyes bigger. I want her to look a little unhinged. Oh, hold on. I can't really see. So we're gonna lower the opacity. Is it opacity? Yeah, opacity. I think I was gonna say something else. That's not even a word that I was thinking of beforehand. There we go. Too big? That feels too big. I'll make this smaller. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, you guys. Oh, it does not feel good. Does that look crazy enough? Does she look unhinged? That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And then we'll just do this, just to do a quick check. Make sure everything's balanced. Well, as balanced as it can be. I'm just gonna... Whoop. Already mixing up my layers. we'll go ahead and name this layer face. I'll just call this one hair. Let's see, what should I do next? Go ahead and lower this one. And then check this here. Maybe not so much a ball, more like a bell. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe I should do another layer just to be safe. These are like security blanket layers at this point. Like they're just here to make me feel safe. How many fingers do we have on our hand? The questions I have to ask myself when I draw a hand. One, two, three, four, five. There you go. This might be a short stream because I feel like I'm going to sneeze again, and I don't know if I want to mute every time I have to sneeze. That's probably good enough. I don't want to obsess over like one small part of this. But I think I am. Oh no, it just looks worse. I think it looks worse than when I first had it. difficult. That might be good enough because I think I'll start losing my mind if I keep trying to work on this one hand, and we'll never get this done. Yeah, that's good enough. We're gonna say that's good. So might as well start on our descent into madness with the other hand. One, two, three, 4, 5. Oh yeah, no, this is working. This is much easier. Nice. And I'll probably keep these on a separate layer for a little bit. Well, that was the worst line I've ever drawn. I'm just gonna go ahead and draw the whole dress. Ooh, very fluffy, very cute. Do I like that? I think I like that. I mean, I'll change my mind later, probably, but we're gonna keep it for now. Oh, but maybe I have to do another layer, I don't know. Maybe I'll just call the stream layers. How many are necessary? How many do you need? All of them. I did not have to flip that all the way around, but we did. Actually, you know what? Yes, I did have to flip that all the way around. It's a very important part of the process. I don't do the... I don't know if it's a hot take, to be honest, because I guess it's just a take. Well, I don't know if I really have an opinion on it. Well, I guess I do if I'm going to say something. Well, anyway, I'm beating around the bush. So the flipping the canvas, I see a lot of people do it. I've never really done it, and maybe you can tell. I don't know. But I have I guess my background, that sounds kind of goofy saying it, to be honest. When I first started learning to draw, I drew with pencil and paper, did not draw with a tablet or anything like that. And so when you're drawing on paper, you know, sometimes you gotta stand back and look at it and make sure everything looks good. But when I see folks drawing on a tablet or like doing any like digital media, I'll see a lot of like flipping it, like flipping the canvas like horizontally and whatnot. I guess I assume to also make sure everything is nice and balanced. I don't do that. Mainly because I don't think about it. And then I guess the other thing is just like, I don't know. Part of me can't really be bothered with doing it. Not saying I don't want my art to look good, because I do. But at the same time, you just saw me fight with drawing a finger. And I don't know. I try to keep things as simple as possible when it comes to my creative process, because if I complicate it, I'm probably not going to finish it. So I try to keep it simple, you know. I live by KISS. Keep it simple, sis. Or, you know, as my teachers like to say, keep it simple, stupid. Whatever motivates you, whatever makes it work for you, but that's kind of how I just go about with my creative process, because the minute I start to complicate things is the minute I end up with more than one unfinished project in my folder. That'll be a little button. Let's make that smaller though. That is way too big. That's good. I did not need to add that kind of like detail, and I'm probably going to take it off because it's, like I said, keep it simple, and that literally just went directly against what I was saying about keeping it simple. Actually, there we go. I knew there was an ankle in there somewhere. I think this could be bigger. That kind of looks a little bit worse. Oh, I'm going to mute because now I can finally sneeze. Here we go. Okay, I'm back. Finally sneezed. I can fix this. There we go. The super necessary spin the whole canvas technique, I know. I'm not moving through this one as quick as the last one. I know I can make this look much more balanced now. I figured it out. It's a slight thing, but it makes me feel much better about the picture. Okay, yeah, no, that is better. Yay, very cute. Okay, I'm feeling much better about this so far. Is there anything else that needs to go on this dress? I tried to keep it fairly simple, but still like really cute. Almost forgot the button. Oh. There we go. It's a small detail, but it helps. so far. Just a little crease. I don't like that crease though. Oh, but I will do these because that's pretty cute. I can't figure out how I want this. Maybe just the one. We are gonna make another layer. I promise I will not be keeping all these layers as they are, probably. Let's see what this looks like so far. Ooh, she is cute. She is kawaii. Oh my gosh. And she's only a little lopsided. A win is a win. I probably fix that with the liquefy tool actually. I forget. So like I was saying, I grew up with pen and paper, so I still find myself forgetting that we have technology. I don't have to redraw every line. I can just take this liquefy tool and nudge it just a little bit, and then you're not so goofy looking anymore. It's amazing. Technology really just, we've come so far. Wow. She looks demented. Everything's like super chill, and then all of a sudden, bam! I love that. I love that for you, girl. Let's see here. Alright, so we are on 7 layers so far. I'm sure that's not significant at all. Let's turn the sketch back on and get this out of the way. And we're gonna make some arms. Now I will say, if I was, what is it called? If I was, like, gonna animate this as if it were, like on a rig, then having these like everything like layered out would be definitely beneficial. I'm not doing that, not yet, only because I haven't figured out how to do it yet. I'm sure it's not hard. I just haven't gotten there yet. I forgot how I drew. So, for reference, the Magical Mimic does have a morning star as a weapon. That's a little too big, I think. And the way it was set up is the stylus actually turns into the, it triggers the transformation, and I'm not going to over-explain it too much, but triggers a little magical transformation, and out pops a morning star. I guess I'll be putting the most detail into this, but not too much, because I'm not trying to go crazy here. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. I've just been yapping and describing my character. My avatar is getting a new look for a super secret project, which I don't think I've talked about until just now. So welcome. You are the first to hear about the super secret magical project, featuring the magical mimic as she is brought to life. I think I like this. I need to check my reference picture, actually. Oh. I forgot how I drew this the first time. I'm so goofy. Oh my gosh. See, this is why we have reference pictures, because then you'll sit there and be like, wow, this looks different than I remember. And that's because it is. Here we go. Oh, you were watching the Oh Baby video? Oh my gosh, thanks. I appreciate that. That means so much to me, genuinely. I hope you liked it. It's the longest video I've made so far, and I got so tired after. I was so sleepy. No, every time I draw my OC, I sit there and I look at her like, I'm like, who are you? I do my little drawings and everything, and you'd think I'd have a character sheet by now or something to help me stay on model, but I've really just been winging it this whole time. But it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Really, at the end of the day, I just focus on getting the general, like, silhouette right. And if that's right, then I call it a win. These are the world's straightest lines, by the way. They definitely don't bend or curve in any way that is not natural. I'm sure this is fine. This is fine. Now I'm just like constantly like looking at the reference image that I have. Like I have my sketchbook opened up beside me because I drew all of this on paper. And could I have scanned it in and then looked at it? You know what? Yeah, that is much cooler when the lines are straight. It's almost like she's like, you know, swinging it. And if I don't stare at it too hard, it won't bother me. Does anybody want to see if I can draw like a perfect circle on the first try? Alright, here we go. I'm gonna make the line weight bigger to compensate for any issues, because this is what I'm trying to draw right here, and I might even make it bigger. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it was close. I panicked at the end. It was so close though. It was so close. It's okay. We'll get them next time. Oh, you're too kind. You're genuinely too kind. I do not deserve such praise. We can fix this though. We can fix this. She won't be perfect, but she'll be good enough. It's nothing the undo tool cannot fix. Probably my favorite tool. Okay, that I think is... It's like she's got a magic orb. Alright, there we go. honestly, if you're ever worried about, at least for me, if I'm ever worried about something like looking kind of off or weird, just make the lines a little bit thicker. Who can be upset when you've got these like chonker lines here? Everything just looks better. And it's just better. I'm actually going off model as we speak. And I'm going to bring it back in because I completely forgot that this is supposed to have a bow. We've got to make it like extra cute. I do use sharp lines or sharp angles, but sometimes rounding it out just makes it cuter. And we do love cute stuff. Oh, a question. Do I prefer traditional or digital? You tend to draw better on paper. Okay. Val Chiffon. So I totally get the drawing better on paper thing, because I do draw a whole lot better. In my opinion, I am a lot quicker with my art when I'm using like paper. It's something about the tactile nature of it, and it's just so familiar that I don't have to think about it. And I think, and let me know if this happens like for you too, but I feel like you see how I'm undoing a lot of stuff. Like, I didn't have to redraw that as many times as I did, but I felt compelled to because I can. Does that make sense? So I feel like, and it's not to like knock on digital art by any means, because how the heck would I have like done all of this or had all of these things with pen and paper easily? Like, it can be done, but easily, maybe not so much. Like the desire to just zoom in and just correct like the tiniest detail that no one else will see is insane. Like, we don't have to do it, but we do. We're gonna take a quick check, see how everything is looking. Oh, she's so cute. Oh my gosh. Not to like hype up my character. It's just I've only seen this as a sketch. And so seeing it start to slowly come to life just like makes my heart happy. I don't know if you like, I'm pretty sure you have experienced the same thing because you make OCs. And it's like, even though the coloring is just like the rough draft and it's like super scuffed, I love it though. I like what she is becoming. Like, it's like you're watching like, okay, we're getting there. It's gonna be a glow up for sure. We just gotta get past the everything else. We're getting there. Like, she's becoming something. It's like something magical is happening. Let's see. I'm gonna get rid of this hand. Do I need to get rid of that hand? No, I don't actually. The hand can stay. I may lower that though, so I can really lock in on the weapon. But yeah, with digital, I like that all the things that we can do with it and how we can like really get in there and like hone in on all the details. But it's like a double-edged sword. It's like, one, we're already creative types, are already artists, so we already have this like desire to make everything like perfect, or at least close to perfect. And it doesn't have to be. It's just something we've imposed upon ourselves. It's just the standards that we have for ourselves. Being able to see things differently than everyone else. Not to sound like pretentious or I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is. But there's a stereotypical like, oh my gosh, they're artists, so they're gonna be a little bit of a perfectionist. So like, it's to the point where it's not quite a stereotype, when sometimes it just, it just is. Like, I'm not saying every artist is a perfectionist, but when you are putting so much time and effort into something, you can't help but want to get it right. So there's like that desire to not obsess over it, but to like make sure everything is in its place. Like if I'm cleaning my room and I want to like, you know, reorganize and everything, and something is like I'm cleaning my room and I want to like get it all organized on my bookshelf and whatnot with all my manga, and I notice like volume, like I put all this effort into organizing them by like volume and like color or whatnot, or alphabetical, and then I see like something that should be in column B is with column like D. It's kind of like, why did I do all that work if it was gonna end up like this anyway? I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah, I guess the attention to detail is just at a higher degree when it comes to creative pursuits. It's one of those things where it's like you can't help but pay attention because you're the one making it. No one else will notice, but you'll notice. Let's see, how is this turning out? It's kind of cute. I thought I was going to do more spikes, and then I remembered that I would have to draw these again if I drew more spikes. And I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, we can keep it nice and simple. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think 8 is good. I guess I gotta erase some of the dress now. Oh, there it goes. It's okay though. It's for a good cause. Yeah. Ooh. We're loving it. And then I'm just gonna keep going with the original idea. Oh, that's a little too thick. I know I said thick lines, but maybe not that thick. There we go. Kind of like it's wrapped up around there. Yeah, it's like, it's really difficult too, because you're putting all this work into like finding your style and like finding what works for you, and then someone's like, but it's not good enough, or like it's being judged on a standard that isn't yours. It's being like unfairly compared to someone else's work, when it, in my opinion, it shouldn't be, unless you asked for like the critique, or I guess unless you were purposely trying to make that like take someone else's thing and like you want it to look exactly like that. In my mind, that's the only time it should be like compared, and people should be like, oh my gosh, why isn't it like this? You were going for this style, but it's not. Like, perfection is the enemy of joy. Experimenting with like different art styles and like is part of finding your art style, and I feel like people get too caught up in like trying to pinpoint a style, when really they should focus on making something they like, or at least that's what I do. I try to, my style will change. It's just that's what happens when you've been doing something for an extended period of time. You experiment, you learn, and you pivot, and you just try to make it work for you. So of course, over time, she'll still be cute. She just may not look like the same style of cute, if that makes sense. Like, it really sucks for folks who are still trying to like figure out their art style and figure out what direction they want to take it, because you're going through like that, like I call them growing pains. You're trying to find, because your art style is almost like, you know, like part of your identity, because it's like that's what you're putting out into the world, and putting like being willing to be that kind of like vulnerable and put that out there into the world only for people to be like, oh, well, you're not consistent, or you it doesn't look good enough, when people need to understand we're all learning. Not everybody's at the same level. We're all just doing the best of what we got. And I think, I don't know, social media does make it harder to show folks as much grace as I would like to be seen out in the world. Because I'm just trying to think, like, man, if someone were saying that to me, or like people have said that to me actually, like, I'm just happy, I guess now I've not that I've stopped like caring what people say, but it's more like I don't let it get to me as much, or at least I try not to, because like I said, comparison is the enemy, is the thief of joy. The minute people start comparing you to someone else, or you start comparing yourself to someone else and like another like style, while you're still trying to find yours, or while you're still trying to, you know, just have the courage to put your work out there, that's when things start getting less fun. And I said it in my last stream, and I will say it again, I'm just doing what I like. The minute I stop liking this is then I'll do something else. Do what you like. And if you stop liking it, do something else. It's okay. It's okay to do something else. I promise the world will keep turning. Just whatever you do, do you. It's coming together. Did not anticipate getting like as I guess passionate as I did. But then again, I'm passionate about a lot of things. That's why I have a YouTube channel where I get to talk about the stuff that I like. Because not enough people were talking about it. Like the Obey Me video. Obey Me's got another game coming out on Steam. And I didn't know, I knew the game was coming out, but I didn't know how soon they were going to release everything for it. And then I was like, I wanted to make my video anyway, so the timing just kind of like worked out. But it's I'm excited too. Oh my gosh. I'm wondering if they're going to focus on like just Lucifer, because it's called, I think it's called Obey Me, Lucifer Sinner's Choice this time around. Oh, nice. Very nice. That's exciting. Is it gonna be just on Steam though, or are they gonna like do like a console or a mobile version? Because I'm kind of worried it's only gonna be on Steam, because that's all I've been seeing like the ads for. Not that I wouldn't play it on Steam, I definitely would, but at the same time, I'm trying to play Union Syndrome Psychosis, and my computer is so old and so bad that it just stopped. It stopped in the middle of a level the other day, and it like was burning up. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. Oh no, not only on Steam for now. Gosh, I hope that's not true. No. That'd be so messed up. I mean, like, I get it. The otome scene on Steam is strong. I don't have a PC either. I just have a really dumb laptop that can't handle simple tasks. definitely gonna have to find a way. Yeah, no, I kid you not. So Union Syndrome Psychosis is a rhythm game, which didn't require too much, like, power, I assumed, to run on my Windows laptop. I don't even know the brand of it anymore. I pull that thing out like every maybe once a year to just make sure it's still running. And then the game came out that I wanted to play, and I was like, oh, I have a laptop. I can play this game because I have a laptop. No, that's not how it works, actually. I have a laptop, but it's very old, isn't up to date, and the game I want to play causes it to, it doesn't have a fan. So if it could scream, I'm pretty sure it would. Because that thing overheats like crazy. It's concerning. I'm worried it may just, the battery may just, blow up. So we've gotten to the part where we don't necessarily need the sketch so much anymore, but I am going to check my reference to make sure we got all the necessary details in there. Because so far so good. I don't want to get too caught up, like I said, on the little details. Just make it good enough. Just good enough. So we started with 4 layers, I think. And I think we did pretty good. Oh, soon I'll be able to have this nice and colorful and beautiful. Not yet. There's still more things to draw. Not on the Magical Mimic, though. I think they're done. I think the Magical Mimic is done. I'm going to go ahead and merge these layers because these are really just so I could draw them and go back if I needed to. Because, yeah, I think that's fine. So we're gonna merge everything except for the face part, because we might, and it might not be in this stream, but maybe off stream I might take it and animate a blink or something. So I'll keep the face isolated for sure. Oh, thank you so much. You're too sweet. Oh my gosh. There is something that is bothering me slightly about the Morning Star, and that's easy fix. So I like having my line weight kind of be thick where I want emphasis to be. And I noticed our almost perfect circle had a lot of line weight going on. It was real heavy, but the spikes weren't heavy enough, so that looks a bit more balanced, I'd say. Yeah, okay. Yes, we're gonna keep this. Okay, so we need a background. I've got kind of shooting stars going is the general vibe. So we're gonna go for that. So for those of you who don't know, my reference for the whole shooting star background too was let me see, does it pop up? That's me. Was this Cardcaptor Sakura cover that I found at the library. I'm trying to reread Cardcaptor Sakura, and I happened to see I was flipping through the pages and everything and browsing my local library and found this one. And I was like, wow, that's really pretty. That's really cute. So we're gonna try and go for this vibe, but in the Manga Mimic style. So I am not going to try and emulate the clamp goddesses, because their art is insane and so shoujo. It's so good. It's so good. We're not gonna shoot for that. Not quite. We're gonna do like I said, and we're gonna do us. I'm not a big fan of backgrounds either, but I have recently learned that they do help. Turns out they weren't just there to make me mad. They actually serve a purpose. So we're gonna make a star, but it's not like gonna be perfect or anything. It's gonna be like a little doofy star, like a little cute one, like this. Something nice and round. We're just gonna clean this up a little bit. So if you're not like a fan of backgrounds, there are like a couple of things you can do to kind of work your way around it. And if I am still like streaming, I might go over some like quick and easy ways to do backgrounds when you don't like them, because they don't have to be like super detailed or anything. So actually, we may take a little break and do a quick little lesson, if we want to call it that. So in order to do this, I need to fill in some of the space with the magical mimic. So we're going to do this here. We're going to pull out our handy dandy lasso fill tool here. And we're just gonna keep it simple and go with like a regular old gray. Now, this is important, because so I have to fill in the character just to make this a little bit like quicker. And I say quicker as I proceed to like fill this in like meticulously, as if I'm like painting it or scribbling it. Also, lasso fill, clutch. I could not, I was doing this the hard way before, and like, you know, kind of just, I was doing it like this before, and then someone told me about lasso fill, and I was like, oh, so I didn't have to, like, there is a satisfying quality to just like drawing it in, but golly, this saves time. Especially when you're like trying to like experiment with like different media and different like styles. This saves so much time. The bucket tool helps too, but like if you're trying to avoid like those like little gaps that you get, this helps a ton. Hey, this changes everything. Yeah, it's I'm telling you, this is the move. Boom. Like, it would have taken me like forever to fill in this arm, and now it's already filled. And since there's not a whole lot of super duper space in between here, I'm also like, so this right here, oh my gosh, I filled over it. No, just hit reverse. It's a lasso eraser too. You can just go in and erase. Easy. Light work. Boom. That cleaned it up immediately. This isn't even the part where it's like the lesson. This is just me like doing the prep work before the lesson. This is bonus material right here. This is just extra. Go, and then because what I'm doing is taking care of the parts where if I was using the bucket tool, I have to just like tap everywhere. Oh, actually changed your life though? That's awesome. It's changed my life, genuinely. My hand was like cramping from just like filling all this in manually, and I was like, I feel like I'm doing this like I feel like it's gonna take me forever. I don't want to color anything. I would make things where I only had to use like maybe 1 or 2 colors, just so I wouldn't have to mess with like the time, the period of time. So I have changed it to the bucket tool because there's only these big globs to do. So whenever I use the bucket tool, I turn on the gap recognition, hit the settings button. Expansion is on 1.5, which is like the usual default. I bump it up to like 2, maybe 2.5. And that's just so that I don't have to deal with like the artifacting I was talking about before. I also undo the underline feature because I don't like seeing that like overlap when I'm doing the using the bucket tool, because I'm trying to just have like, for me in particular, I'm trying to have like a nice clean look. So boom, that's that. And then if you zoom in, you don't really see any of that weird like gap in between the colors. And then tap, tap, tap. All right, so now our base is done. And I'm going to turn this on so I don't accidentally fill something else in. Turn our white background back on, and then we're going to add another layer, and then we're going to clip it to the gray area because I'm going to eventually use this right here for my color. There we go. So that'll be a reference for me, and then I'll also call this base. Base with a dot, I guess. There we go. All right, so let's see here. You know what? I might just go ahead and do some actual coloring just for the heck of it, since we're already halfway there. Make sure the settings are still the same. Awesome. Boom. We're doing some quick coloring. Quick fire coloring here. And the blue is on this side. So as you can see, it didn't get everything with the fill tool, with the bucket tool. Also, and for anybody watching and they're not familiar with like clipping or the reason why I clipped it to the page. So this is it clipped to the base colors. When I unclip it and just have it as a regular layer, it looks like that. But if I turn on clipping, that goes away. So making a base, and it is like adding 1 extra step, and if you don't want to have that extra step, you don't have to. It's not required. Literally do whatever is easiest for you. But what I've started doing, just for me, it speeds up my process, is I'll clip and then don't have to worry about coloring outside of the area that I need. So I'll do that, and then I'm just gonna make a nice little line in between here. And this is just so that I can use the bucket tool a little bit more efficiently. I don't have like an iPad or anything, so I'm not using Procreate, where I think there's like a feature in there where you can like outline it like this and boom, it like fills. I'm not super sure. I usually just see it on the speed paint, so I'm not super sure if that's how it works, but I just do this here so it's easier for me with the bucket tool to kind of go in and do a quick fill. And you will see me still like go through just to make sure I cover up any lines or like I said, artifacting and things like that in the image, even though I know nobody is going to be zooming in on it to the degree that I am zooming in on it. It's just that compulsion, you know, it's just, I just can't help myself. So same thing with the pink side. Gonna do a little line, and if it's not perfect, it's perfectly imperfect. That's all we need. Does not have to look great, but I would be happy if it looked good. So boom, there's that one. Airplane controls. I feel like I've heard that before. Oh, like the little floaty things, I think. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I know my tablet has some weird air control thing, so maybe I'm like misinterpreting it. But I do not know what it is that they do on what it is that, like, how it works whenever because I only ever see it in like the speed paint, but it's like it'll float over and then boom, all of a sudden there's color there, and I'm like, what just happened? There we go. We got some two-toned hair going. And I may have to reference my color draft real quick, because I cannot remember everything that I put for. Oh, and a fun cool thing is if you turn off the base, all the color goes away, so it's pretty cool. Makes it a whole heck of a lot easier to use. Let me turn my not my bucket tool. I forgot to adjust my eye drop settings, but that's okay. That's a fine. All right, turn that back on. And then boom, we can just get back to working. Easy peasy. And then I just turn that off. And I wanted this one, this color down here. And then we turn this back on. And since there's just so many layers in between this, I'm not really gonna have to mess with turning it off, more or less. Turning the rough draft colors off. I just turn the base colors back on. And then obviously the fill tool is still very clutch, because since I've already done my lassoing, I'm not all that worried about things going outside of the lines, like how when you use the full fill tool beforehand. And then I'll go ahead and take care of anything that requires like white, so that I don't get it mixed up with the background. Whoop. That does still happen even with the bucket tool, so not completely safe from filling outside of your designated area. Like that. It cannot differentiate when it's in the clip zone, so that's when you just gotta go in with the brush if you want, just to be a bit quick with it. And like I said, it's still, for me, really satisfying. Oh yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, it is like literally like rocket science. Like it's like you're in the seat of an airplane. No, I get what you're saying now. It's yeah, no. And I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like when you get it, you got it. But I never got it. So here I am. I'm working on a Samsung tablet and it hasn't let me down just yet. Please knock on wood, because I got really nervous after I said that. I like how I went from, I'm going to show y'all how to make easy backgrounds, but first we're going to like quickly color in this character, and it went from quickly just doing a quick little color to, oh, we're just going to color the character all the way. It's pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty satisfied with how this is looking. And maybe I just wanted an excuse to color. Maybe this is my master plan to get out of drawing the background. And so I said, I'll show you how to cheat backgrounds. But actually, I'm just going to be cheating backgrounds. Man, if that were true, I'd be really impressed. unfortunately I just get sidetracked is really what this is. There we go, color that in. Oh, she's so cute. Her little purple dress. Love that for them. And these are just mostly like flat colors, like I'll probably change. Yes, the trick to backgrounds is to not do them. Lesson over. We can end the stream right here, actually. You know what? I have nothing else to teach you. I have nothing more to show you. You have surpassed all of my expectations. Really, all the world is yours. You got this. 10 out of 10 lesson. Thank you. I worked really hard on it. You're unstoppable. That's right. Now that you have all this like knowledge at your disposal, literally nothing can stop you. The secret to just not do them. Pretty much. Like, I can't even say that's wrong. Because that's just what I do. I'm going to make this a little bit lighter. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of cute. But no, I promise, I swear we're going to actually talk about it. I swear. I just got really into coloring. I don't want to start with that color yet. I want this one. There we go. Oh, that was almost really smooth. We tried. Oh, you know what? This should be the color of the ribbon. Right? Maybe. We will workshop that later. I'm not going to obsess over it right now. I don't have the brain power for that. Should be even lighter. We're doing something here. Something's happening. Something good. Then we take this. Yes, I think something's happening here. One could even say it might be something magical. No? Okay. It is worth a shot. Alright, I think all of our base colors are in now, so we can get rid of this rough draft. Alright, so I promise, as I promised, the super secret technique to doing backgrounds when you don't want to do backgrounds. First, I'm going to compile all of this into a folder really quick. So I'm gonna put everything, and if you don't, I'm only doing this because it's all on separate layers, but if you are drawing on one singular layer, you don't have to worry about this step. But now that everything is in a folder, I'm just going to add layer from folder, and that just turns this into its own thing. So now it's its own like actual layer. I can move it around, do whatever I want to it. All right, so now I have both of them on, and then I'm going to put this behind the folder. And There is an easier way to do this. What I'm going to do is the quick, what I consider like a quick way for me, because what you want to do is take all of this beautifully colored image, right, and change it to one color. Oh, and you probably can't see that very well because this is in the way, but you change it to one color. So it was that, now it's this. And that's only for the extra one in the back. So now I'm gonna turn this folder back on, right? Still have the now like shadow layer selected. And I'm calling it shadow layer for a reason, because now we're going to go in and hit the transform tool, and we're going to expand out a little bit, move it to the side. Boom. So now it looks like a wonderful little like drop shadow, right? So we're not done. So I'm gonna close that out and close this out, add another layer. We're doing a lot of layers today. And we're gonna have like a nice like neutral like background color. So the shadow is blue. We'll go for like maybe like a I like contrasting like I like using like warm colors with like cool colors, so I'm gonna go with a little bit more of a orangish, maybe like a reddish brown. And you can make the background color literally whatever you want. You can change it whenever, wherever. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, instead of that, we're gonna go for like a pale yellow instead. All right, still with me? So now we're going to put that on there, put this on here. And honestly, this could be its own thing, right? To give this a bit more depth though, and just because I like to be able to edit things without making it look too crazy, I'm going to take the blue of my shadow, make it more gray, so essentially desaturate it, take all that beautiful bright color away. And that is only because I'm going to turn it into like a standing shadow here. Now, obviously it's not going across to the other foot, so we need to actually move it from here to here. So somewhere in between your backdrop and your actual like image. And since we are kind of in a curved position, make sure we're bending the light for the shadow. It's a small detail, but it helps, I promise. So now, this right here, boom. So now it looks like we're standing on like a solid ground, like there is a plane of it like that we're standing on. So that adds more depth and a little bit more realism to it, because we're standing, we're not just like floating in space. So we're standing on like almost like a stage of some kind that has this giant light shining behind us. And like you can really like drive this home by adding a few more shadows, but you know, nothing like too crazy. Like if the light's coming from like in front of us and causing that giant drop shadow, then maybe you want to do something where it's like, oh well, you know, here's some like more like shadows here or whatever, like something really, really simple like that. Like I'm not keeping that at all. But, and you can fiddle around with this even to another degree and just change like to the multiply layer. So multiply takes all the colors on the canvas and makes them a bit more translucent, so they don't necessarily blend together. They don't become like muddled together. They come like they blend smoothly. You can still get that there's yellow here and that there's blue here without having to change the color of this actual shadow, if that makes sense. Like you can take this, duplicate it, and then, this is what I do sometimes, change it to another color. So it's blue now, let's go with like green. So now you've got blue, you've got green, and then just taking this one, making it a bit smaller. And having like an extra little cutout here. And you can change, obviously, like the background, so the green is starting to get a little bit lost in the yellow. We don't want that. So what we can do to like keep that from happening, we can do a couple of things. We could change the background color from yellow to something that would stand out a little bit more against the green, or we can add some texture, which is what I'm going to try and do here. I'm going to duplicate my background layer, and then I'm going to, I like going for a bunch of different colors, so what I'm going to do is add a gradient, and there is, again, easier ways of doing this, but I'm going to do it my way. So we're gonna, purple is complementary to yellow, so I definitely want to have some purple shades in there. I'm thinking pinks because I'm gonna keep it all in that same range of like pinky purples. And this is me just like more so planning it out. Have some blues in there, not too much because we don't want it to go and get lost with the other blue that's already in here. And then we'll do green, but make it a bit more saturated. And then we'll keep like, actually, you know what? Instead of green, we're gonna go for maybe like an orange. That one looks a little too muddy. A little bit brighter. Okay, we'll work with that for right now. So I'm gonna use my fill tool, and what we're gonna do is get rid of some of this, just so that we can fill it in a whole lot easier. And then the purple, pink. I'm so happy that this is like helping you in some way, shape, or form, because I literally just have been like, I like to, I learn as I go, and I also like pick up things from like other people, so I try to figure out how other people are doing things, and I don't like this color composition too much now that I'm like staring at it just like from a distance. So we're gonna change that blue into more of a teal. Something like this. Now this won't stay as like vibrant as you see it now, because we are going to change it. That is a bright green, golly. Green might be a little too bright. Well, now it's too pale. That blends in quite a bit with the blue, but we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna make this work. There's a reason I'm doing all this. So all these lines looks like this. And then I'm gonna take the airbrush tool. It doesn't have to be any crazy airbrush tool, the normal one's fine. And then I'm literally just gonna max it out, blend out these lines a little bit. And don't get too caught up on the details of this. Like I said, this is going to become not irrelevant, but like the finer details of it won't matter, because you're really just making your own gradient. If you want to use a gradient tool to do this, you definitely can. That's perfectly fine. I just like having a little bit more autonomy and like choice when it comes to like picking my colors, because I can be a little particular with it, as you can see. Like I try to make sure they're somewhat balanced, or if they're not balanced, they like have some sort of impact. So these are our colors. Keep in mind we still have the yellow, the actual yellow underneath. And then what I'm gonna do here is go back to the effects, and depending on what kind of device you're using, I don't know if you'll have this feature, but for me, I have a pixelate feature, and I like to use the dots squares, and see, boom, now it makes them all dots in like a grid pattern. I'm going to keep it like this and hit that. So now we can still see the yellow behind it. We can still see all these beautiful colors, and we can put boom, bam, bop are like shadows and things. So you get a little bit more of the green in there because it broke it up with the texture. You can also add like an outline if you like. Yes. I'm over here revealing the ancient secrets. And so you can, you can do like an outline if you want. I'm gonna add another layer from folder only because I do want to add an outline on the character to have that kind of like separation between the backgrounds and the shadows. So let's do this here. And then that's just, again, you can outline it yourself manually, or you can go in and see if your software has a stroke outline tool. So I'll hit stroke outer, and by the way, the software I'm using is Ibis Paint X, and it's free, and that's why I use it. So boom, make the color white, or you can make it like a pink outline if you want to. Whatever outline you want to do, go for it, do it. But now there is that like degree of separation, so you can get some more clarity on the character, so you don't lose them in all of everything that's happening here. Also with the little pixelate tool, if it's still a little too strong, it still feels like it's distracting from the main character, go into the blending modes. You can choose overlay, change it up so that it's still got that gradient effect going, and really just kind of like mess with it at your own pace if you like. There are a lot of different like options here, so, and you don't have to keep everything at the normal opacity. You like literally just experiment, see what you like. Go lighter, darker. You can even just like do the same thing with the background, go lighter or darker. But now everything looks a little bit washed out. So like just experiment. That is one of the ways where I'll like do backgrounds without wanting to like do backgrounds. Like just breaking it up a little bit. So now it almost looks like, oh, this is like an idol character. There's like a spotlight on them. It's just like a little tip and trick that I like to do. Hopefully you got something good out of that or useful, and it wasn't too rambly. I will even keep these layers in their own little folder just for you. Boom. And I'll call it background hack. There we go. So we're going to turn that off. And now we are back over here. No, thank you for listening to me and my senile ramblings. It is always appreciated, genuinely. So now, do a quick stretch, take a water break. All right. Stretching it out. Always remember to stretch. It has been almost a 2-hour stream, which I think is longer than the last one. Always stretch when you're arting. I'm stretching out my hands right now because we have been doing a lot of drawing and not enough moving. And if you don't stretch out your hands and your arms and your shoulders, it's going to be very uncomfy later. Unfortunately, I know from experience. Alrighty, so we've come back full circle to our little star. Oh, and I should probably not use the airbrush tool to draw a star. I mean, I could, but maybe not this time. I forgot which, oh, simple. Star appreciates that. Custom fountain pen. There we go. I can never remember what pen I'm using because I only really use the same one. I hardly ever change it. So I don't think about the name of it. Oh, haha, can't use that. Boom. Now we're on the right layer. Welcome back, Star. The Star was getting a little lonely. Here we go. Just making it nice and round. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be. There we go. I think that is good enough. And so now we're going to lower our line weight a little bit more because now we're going to be drawing lines like that because it's a shooting star. It's not just any old star, it's a shooting star. And we're going to have lines coming out of it. And since it's not like as a, what's the word I'm looking for? The lines, that the points aren't as geometrically sharp as the reference one in the Cardcaptor Sakura photo. It's definitely much more of like a bubbly, simplistic kind of styled out star, which works because now what I'm going to do is literally just copy and paste. So these will be a bunch of different layers for a little bit because what I'm going to do is duplicate these, move them around, and kind of go from there. So some of them a little bit closer to frame, maybe bigger, and I'll adjust like the curve of the actual streams as we go. Oh yes, copy pasting is what we live for. Like I told you, we just had to do some stretching. Can you imagine doing this without having to copy paste? And what I'll probably do is take this out so I can see how far this goes. Because if it's going to be behind the character, I'm not going to worry really all that much about it. It's not straight at all. Which works because it's a curve. I think we're gonna see that little tail. That will put our character back just to check. Oh, move that down there. That will confuse me like crazy. There we go. Copy, paste. We'll tilt them, you know, change them up a little bit, make it a little bit smaller. Just get real dynamic with it, you know? Don't want to have too many of these. And it's not that I want like fewer stars in the image, it's more so I don't want it to get cluttered, if that makes sense. I don't want the image to lose out on its clarity. Don't want too busy of a background. Not for what I'm going for this time. I will say I've seen like pieces of like art where the background is like really busy, and I think that's like I'm pretty sure that's the point, to like lock you in and like see what you can see, which I think is really, really cool. might do is go ahead and merge these two. And then we might move them over. We're still kind of figuring out what we like. We'll probably keep them here for right now. But we can always change it later. Make this a little bit bigger. Have some of them fall off the page. Be a lot of copy paste. And I might use the perspective tool in a little bit. I'm gonna take this rough and put it over our drawing just so I can get a better idea of what we're going for. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars. We'll see. We'll see where the wind takes us. Merge that one too. I'm trying to merge as I go so that they're not all, so it doesn't bog down my drawing tablet too much with all the layers, because that can happen. Did I just have fewer layers? 100%. Will I? No. No, I won't. That will be good, I think. Move this here. And then a big one here. This side here is a bit heavy. We need something over here. And I will be adding like bubbles and things too. Yeah, I think this will work. I think this is good so far. I do need bubbles though. Let's add some bubbles. Oh, I had 3 clustered together. Well, why didn't I just do that? Oh yeah, no, this is probably one of the better parts. Like I'm having a good time seeing it all finally come together. I'm definitely letting the stream go longer than the last one because I feel like it's like you're so close to the end. Like seeing everything like come together in the picture itself. It's all so close. Not sure if I like how that's turning out. We'll take that, and then we'll take this. Yeah, because I want it kind of bleeding off the page, but not completely. Kind of spread them out a little bit because I felt like those two were just a little too close together. This one. Like, do I still want them to be like together? Yeah, for sure. But I feel like I could have just done it a bit better. that is fine. That right there, I think, is probably fine. I think. We're gonna find out in a second. Let's see, do I like that? I don't dislike it, so yeah, that's the staying is staying. Alright, so now all the stars are there that I think that I want. Let's see one more time. I'm so tempted to add one more. I'm just worried it's gonna look really weird. I don't want too much over where she is though. You know what? No, we're not adding another one. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and merge all these layers together. And call them star. There we go. And we're going to clean it up a little bit. Most of that is just getting the lines to, the streaks to extend to where they need to be. And I'm trying to do it as like as few strokes as possible, and then just cleaning it up a little bit with the eraser. This one here, I feel like it's kind of like the further away it gets from the star, you kind of want it to get bigger. Whoop. Almost dropped that. Like, I'm not super worried about them like crossing over each other because I'll just erase it. Is that causing me more work? Possibly. Do I mind it though? No, I don't. I do not. There we go. Just like that, it's gone. That line's a little thick though. There we go. That's not drawing too much attention to itself anymore. And now we just have to do the ones over here. This one's probably gonna be a little more difficult because I didn't register how far I'd have to make it go. There we go. Wow, that's a little extra. I can fix it though. We'll do something with that later. I have an idea. I also may look at my reference image again to see if her stars ended in any tails. Ah, but she was really smart with it. They all just kind of stream back and forth. Nice. So I'll have to be smart with it too. If only I were smart. Oh, I just erased that whole line. Oh my gosh. We can make this work. We can make this work. We're doing something. We're doing something. Just bear with me. Just I promise this is all going to come together. How awful would it have been if I like did all of this drawing only to find that it was on the wrong layer? I might just end stream if that were the case. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. We're trying really hard. There we go. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do with these star bits for now, because I kind of wanna walk in on a different part of the background, which is like these bubbly bits, which I might use a screen tone for, or maybe I'm having an idea here. Oh, hold on, I have to sneeze. We're gonna take a quick break. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. The sneeze turned into like a whole thing. I don't know if you were here or if y'all were here before I got almost 2 hours deep into the stream. I'm not feeling super well, so I'm happy I haven't like sneezed like too much and had to like pause too much. But thank you so much. Well, thank you. I'm happy to be back. Oh my goodness, those sneezes almost took me out. I did stand up for a little bit and I did get to like stretch, so that was good. I needed that. I could have done without like the 10 sneezes though. Oh, thank you. I'll probably wrap it up here soon. We've gotten a lot done. I'm gonna see what else we can get done real quick. I do want to try and put these little bubbles in, so I'm gonna do a little quick way. Use the little circle tool. I think there's a different name for it. I think they're called ellipses. That is not. That's beautiful. That's like the best line I've like drawn all day. That's not what I meant to do at all. There we go. Circle. So here's something fun. I had the eraser tool on when I went to my stabilizer settings and hit the shape tool for the circle, thinking it was for the brush. If you want to erase the circles, that's fine. It does have a nice effect. That wasn't what I was trying to do. So just make sure you have the right tool on when you go to select. Oh, and I have the fill button on too, because of course I do. I don't want to fill it. Not yet. Okay, maybe now this will do what I want. Yep, that is what we're going for. Alright, so making these little circles. And then do something. I could have used this for the Morning Star, now that I'm really thinking about it, but where's the fun in that? Hey, come on now. It's much more fun trying to, you know, push yourself to drawing a perfect circle. And so now we've got like little bubbles kind of like bouncing around. They do still look a little too uniform for me, so I'm gonna just try adding a few more at random here. And we're gonna try and soften these, like soften the edges. So we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something here. Let me turn off this and this. And let's see if I can do. So I'm gonna soften these like edges by literally putting lines in them to kind of drive home that it's not something you can like hold per se, to really drive home like that bubble effect. And I know there's always an easier way to do something. But I'm gonna do it this way. I've never done this before, especially not digitally, but I feel like it's gonna come out really well. I'm very excited. You see the vision, right? Right? You gotta like zoom out to see it, but it's there, and the lack of uniformity just, you know, really drives home the hand-drawn aspect of it all. Now, could I just go through and just do like this with it? Yeah, I could, but I don't know. I feel like it's missing something Like having those directional lines seem to really help it, at least in my opinion. And again, it'll look like really, really hand drawn and you know, really loose. Because now they feel just more like intangible. Like it feels like if you were to touch these, they would like pop for real and like disappear because they're just so fragile. And I do try to make it look kind of like as fine as possible, or at least throwing like some like really like sideways lines in there. So now it's like got that kind of more of like a shoujo manga feel to it, I feel like. It's coming together. I can tell. I can tell. I feel it. And you know what I should do? I should just go ahead and fill these in with white. And I'm just gonna, I might just do a separate layer just in case. Gotta have my security layer. That was not what that was supposed to do. Oh, I see. Here we go. Nope, I did not see. Not even a little bit. All right, we're gonna change this to reference a specific layer, this one, and then hope that that lets me fill it in the way that I want to. I should have done this before I put holes in the bubbles. I know why I'm having this issue, and it is 100% my fault. All right, so we're gonna lasso fill it. Can you tell I'm making this up as I go? Art is really just trial and error. And then what I'll probably do is like airbrush the edges of them, depending on how it looks in the end. Because I want to keep in between that like soft space, but like hard lines. Oh, my screen. Okay, it's back. Alright, now we're gonna go back to erasing the edges. And see what it looks like now that I have the actual space filled in. See, when it's a white background, it's not so like noticeable. But I'm just wondering what it'll look like when we make the background blue. I wonder if I can do this before before I have to sneeze again. I have a feeling my body's gonna give up on me before my mind does. Mentally, I can definitely keep drawing. I can definitely keep going. Like I'm right there. Physically, questionable. But I promise I will not push myself. Also, the 360 spin was 100% necessary to get it just right. Signature move, signature technique. Just delete that. Nope. That's fine. It'll be fine. A little too unorganized. We're going for organized chaos. We are doing something. You love the 360 spin, it just feels right. That's what I'm saying. It hits different. You have to like spin it all the way around, or else how do you know you got to your destination? We have 3 more bubbles left. 3 more bubbles, and then I swear I'm going to rest. The very first time I did a stream, like an art stream, was I think like maybe it was a month ago. I'm not sure. It wasn't too long ago, but I was recovering from an injury to my hand, and I was like, I'm not gonna make this a really long stream. My hand's recovering. I'm finally feeling better, and it wasn't. It was like an hour or so, but comparatively, probably shouldn't have been streaming for an hour after recovering from a hand injury, and now I have something going on, something else, but at least my hand's okay. Yeah, this is coming together. I think this is good, and that's what that would look like here. We're doing something. I think we might be cooking. We just might be. Are we cooking? We're doing something. Something's happening. Something magical's happening here. I can feel it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Stop. I'm gonna take these and merge no, I don't want to merge them yet. I'm gonna make a folder. I'm too nervous to merge these layers just yet. So what I'm gonna do is take a folder, because I want to move this piece here to see what's under it. Nothing. So if nothing is under it, I might move it somewhere else, because I want to hide some things. And then take that, put that there. so that moves all of my line art with it, which is awesome. And then we're going to take this one. Ooh, it does fill in that empty space though. Yeah, I think that'll work a little bit better. I'm trying to balance it all out. And then this one, we'll just duplicate that. Add layer from folder, and then we're gonna move it like right here, maybe like this. And who knows, I might change that later. Okay, I think we're doing something. I know I said I was like gonna finish the bubbles and then call it, and I'm still technically working on the bubbles. We'll go ahead and put this in the folder too. Might do another bubble. Might do another bubble. No, I don't like it. I like the picture. I just didn't like where I had that bubble. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with bubbles now. No more bubbles, no more stars. I'm gonna stop messing with it. We're going to color. The bubbles I'm not really gonna mess with because they don't really need any more color. The stars do though. The stars need quite a bit of color. Man, that looks really great. Like without the line art, that's just a masterpiece. Should really just, this is it. This is the end product right here. She's beautiful. Unironically, I do mess with it. I do like it. But we're gonna go back to the main focus. Coloring the stars. If I select the right layer, there we go. Canvas, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna speed run this because I was supposed to stop. I was supposed to stop streaming. But it's like, you know, when you're creating when you're working on something and you like can just taste how close you are to finishing it. I'm in that state right now. Like I'm really honed in, I feel like. This may require our lasso tool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lasso some of these, which is fine. It's what it's there for. Not all of it got lassoed properly, but we're not gonna like focus on like that part. It's gonna be covered by the head and the hair, so I'm not really too worried about that bit there. And that blue is dangerously close to what I thought I was gonna put for the background, so we might change the background color too. Lasso fill is so clutch. We love lasso fill here. Lasso fill is our friend. Anyone says otherwise, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. It's kind of giving Powerpuff Girls. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm here for it. Then yellow. We're doing something. We are doing something. At the end of this, I'm gonna like in the little closing bits of the stream, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, so this is where we started. Because where the bubble's going to go. There we go. Put that right there. Oh my gosh, look at it. We're doing something. Something magical is happening. I can just tell. Oh, I forgot I still had the circle shape tool on. There we go. Turn that off. Now I can paint normally. Let's do a streak of purple in there for that little spot. Okay. New best friend Lasso Phil is awesome. Lasso Phil should be everyone's best friend, to be honest. And if it's not like your cup of tea, that's cool. We don't Lasso Phil shame here. We do not feel shame. Oh, you know what would make these bubbles better? If they were... Ooh, I don't know if I can do it though. No, we're gonna try. And is it multiply? No. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You're gonna make me blush on stream. Alright, I'm gonna see what multiply does to my bubbles. So I need to just put up a solid color here. We're gonna start with the light. We're gonna actually maybe make it bright. And boom. That has a lot of blue. Golly. Maybe mute that a little bit. Let's see what this looks like. Maybe multiply wasn't the right choice. Maybe screen? Oop, nope, that's not it either. I'm seeing the problem. I know what I want to do. Let's go back to normal. So I know what I want to do with this. I want this part to actually but it's not doing the thing that I thought it was going to do. I thought it was going to make it more transparent. Now I'll just do, we can just do it manually. We'll just do it manually. That's perfectly fine. I don't know if I actually want that transparent. Now that I'm really looking at it. How about no? the flashes of light will be so strong, so amazing, that you can't see anything through it. This color is messing with me though. I don't like it. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Whoops. X. Definitely not green though. Oh, did I just need more of a pastel? I think I just needed more of a pastel. That actually made me feel better. Okay. I just needed more of a pastel blue. Crisis averted. We're good. We don't have to restart the whole thing anymore. We're gonna put all of these in the same folder. And then I'm going to go ahead, do my add layer from folder trick, but this time I want to make my lines thicker without redrawing them, so I'm going to do this and actually go to my palette, and I believe this was the color we were using. Yep. And so boom, now my lines on the outside are much, much thicker, bringing way more attention to the cute character of the magical mimic without having to go through hours of me drawing all those lines again. We love to see it. And honestly, because now that I've got that, I can duplicate this. And if I wanted to add like a little white outline to separate the character from the background, we add another one, but this time it's white. I can even throw a drop shadow on there. Look at her go. She's like a little sticker. Isn't she cute? I might keep that actually. I might. I don't know. We'll see. I might keep the drop shadow. I kind of like it. But for right now, I'm going to say this is where we leave it. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with it. I might keep the drop shadow also. But I think this is a good place to end the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and join the Gremlin Gang. We are almost at 80 subscribers. Thank you so much for chatting with me, yapping with me, watching me draw the most perfect circle ever. It was the most perfect circle. You can scroll back and check, I swear. But thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Look forward to the stream being uploaded on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Join the Gremlin Gang. Love you guys. See you. Bye.